Disclaimer. The video serves informational and entertainment purpose only. The content is considered speculative and should not be treated as confirmed fact. We encourage you to conduct your research and form your conclusion.
Who blew the whistle? The two executives caught on that now infamous Coldplay kiss cam were first identified on a TikTok account of someone who apparently works at the company. Oh my God, that looks like astronomer CEO Andy Byron and astronomer chief people officer Kristen Cabot.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there, full stop. But if you want to be a retarded scumbag, then you can go cheat on your wife at a concert where you're liable to be put on a massive camera in front of everyone, tens of thousands of people here in Boston, watching this.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
That's a Coldplay concert, and it is the most viral clip on the internet.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Coldplay threw a couple on the kiss cam. Turns out they were having an affair? I don't think even Coldplay can fix this.
It's bad. It's terrible.
It started as a normal night at a Coldplay concert. A packed stadium, tens of thousands singing along, and then, boom, the kiss cam pans to a couple looking just a bit too cozy. Gasps ripple through the crowd. Wait, is that the CEO of a billion-dollar tech company with his HR chief? And they're married, but not to each other? Yeah, that's not his wife. We're talking about Andy Byron, CEO of Astronomer, and Kristen Cabot, the company's head of HR, on a Jumbotron, in HD, at a Coldplay concert, as Chris Martin cracks a joke. You can't script this. If you're going to cheat on your spouse, maybe don't do it at a sold-out arena with a literal camera crew circling the stands. But nope, these two were snuggled up like teenagers on prom night. And within hours, that footage was everywhere. TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, even mainstream outlets picked it up. Millions saw it. Everyone had an opinion, but most of all, they had questions. Because this wasn't just a random couple caught on cam. This was a married CEO and his married HR chief, caught in what looked like a full-on affair, live for the world to see. And what came next? A public unraveling so brutal, so humiliating, it made reality TV look like church.
I don't know what's worse. Finding out in 8K that your husband is a fan of Coldplay, or that he's cheating on you at the Coldplay concert, or that he's cheating on you with an old woman.
The clip everyone is talking about except for two people who have the most explaining to do.
The moral of the story here is don't get caught on kiss cam.
And can we talk about the employee that was with them? She obviously knows what's going on because she's there.
They're both married, not for long.
Within 24 hours, the internet turned into a crime scene. Screenshots, close-ups, deep dives into LinkedIn profiles. People connected the dots fast, and the backlash was faster. Andy Byron, married. Kristen Cabot, also married. Both work at the same company. One is the CEO, the other, head of HR. You couldn't write a messier script if you tried. Conflict of interest? Check. Power dynamics? Double check. Public scandal? Oh, honey, we're in scandal hell. But while the internet screamed, the couple in question went dead silent. No public statements. No denials. Not even a, that's not what it looks like. Just total, eerie silence. Meanwhile, the Coldplay footage was playing on loop across TikTok like it was the Zapruder film. People were zooming in, analyzing body language, speculating about the timing of the affair. Reddit sleuths pulled up wedding photos, divorce filings, employee rosters. It was full-blown internet detective mode. But what made the silence worse? Kristen Cabot wasn't just anyone at the company. She was head of HR, the very person tasked with protecting employees from exactly this kind of thing. And now, she was the face of the scandal. The trust was gone. The moral high ground vaporized. And their silence? It only made the fallout hit harder. But then, someone finally spoke. And it wasn't Andy. It wasn't Kristen. It was someone else entirely. And what they revealed cracked the story wide open. It wasn't Kristen. It wasn't Andy. It was her, Andy Byron's ex-wife, blindsided, humiliated, and done staying silent. She didn't go to TMZ. She didn't post a TikTok. She dropped a comment, just a single, shattering sentence under a video of the kiss. Imagine seeing your husband kiss his coworker at a Coldplay concert on the kiss cam. Boom. Internet. Exploded. That one line told us everything. This wasn't a private affair that had already unraveled behind the scenes. This was a woman who found out the same way we did, on social media, with the rest of the world. She didn't ask for this spotlight. She was dragged into it by betrayal broadcast on a jumbotron at a Coldplay concert, and her heartbreak became our moral compass. The sympathy rolled in fast. You didn't deserve this. Sending love. You are so strong. The ex-wife wasn't just another voice. She became the emotional center of the scandal. And in her pain, people found something they hadn't seen yet. The real victims. Not the company, not the reputation, but the spouses, the families, the collateral damage of a selfish decision in front of tens of thousands. And yet, even after her comment lit the match, Kristen and Andy, still silent. But someone else was about to speak. Someone with receipts.
If you're gonna have an affair, why would you bring her to a concert in public where everybody can see you? What if you even ran into someone you knew? Who cares about the Jumbotron? What if you ran into someone you knew? Huh?
Forget the Epstein files. I want to see the text messages of that astronomer CEO that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert.
Parodies and memes are full.
Hey, come on, you okay?
Oh, look at these two.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you okay? Oh, what?
Okay, so there's a photo of them, right? This is their little tech company. This is Andy Byron. And right down here is the Chief People Officer, Kristen Cabot, Chief People Officer. Although the weird thing is that if you click on their LinkedIn's and poof, they're gone. Deleted their LinkedIn's. Too bad, you know? They'll be a scumbag.
This is the guy that is his head of HR. They were caught in an obvious embrace. And as soon as that cam went on them and they saw their image up on the thing, it was the worst cover-up ever. She turned her back to the camera and he just like, he looked totally humiliated, embarrassed. They had like the kiss cam kind of thing that goes around that zeroed in on this one couple.
At first, it was just whispers, anonymous Reddit posts, cryptic tweets. But then, the employees started talking. And what they revealed wasn't just messy, it was nuclear. According to insiders, this wasn't some new whirlwind office romance. This was something that had been brewing for months, right under everyone's noses. Co-workers claimed Andy and Kristen were spotted traveling together, extended work dinners, closed-door meetings that went on way too long, and more than one employee admitted they'd raised concerns to HR. You know, HR, as in Kristen, the woman allegedly having the affair. Employees started describing the workplace as toxic, promotions allegedly skewed, favoritism, a leadership culture that felt more like a high school clique than a professional tech company. Some said they left. Others stayed quiet, afraid of retaliation. But after the Coldplay kiss, the dam burst. One former employee wrote, "We weren't shocked. We were waiting for it to come out." And that's when the scandal took a darker turn. It wasn't just about two married executives caught in an affair. It became a story about power abuse, betrayal of trust, and a culture that let it happen. And as the employees spoke louder, one terrifying question echoed online. Was this just a scandal? Or the symptom of something rotten at the core? While the internet was burning, Kristen and Andy's company, dead, silent. No press statement, no damage control. No acknowledgement that the entire world was watching their leadership implode. But behind that silence, there was panic. Sources claimed emergency meetings were held, PR teams were scrambling, internal emails, flying, HR protocols, triggered. Because now it wasn't just about bad optics. It was about legal exposure, workplace ethics, Corporate survival. The company had branded itself on integrity, on culture, on transparency. And now the two highest-ranking execs were at the center of a scandal so public, so humiliating, it made national headlines. The kiss cam wasn't just an awkward moment. It was a brand destroyer. Investors started asking questions. Clients backed off. Employees were leaking screenshots. People were dissecting LinkedIn timeline. Even rival companies were posting vague tweets throwing shade. One startup tweeted, "Reminder, our HR team doesn't kiss anyone on the kiss cam." Brutal. But the worst part? The longer the company stayed quiet, the louder the internet got. This wasn't just a scandal anymore. It was a crisis of credibility. And right when people started demanding resignations, someone finally blinked. But it wasn't who anyone expected.
I do feel bad for the wife of this individual, and if the HR director's married, I feel bad for the hubby. Because to find this out via such a public venue has to be really heartbreaking. Forget about being embarrassed. Being heartbroken is 100 times worse. And if children are involved in these relationships, what can you say? All right, my heart goes out to you.
The CEO of a billion-dollar business is in damage control after his affair with a colleague was exposed, of all places, on KissCam.
HR is such trash, by the way. Like the entire business of HR, like every single HR department is just an absolute nightmare of people who are constantly being used to attack the best people in a company and then do stuff like this, right? On the side.
Just when the story seemed to be slowing down, boom, Andy's wife entered the chat. And she didn't come to play nice. She exposed everything in a now viral Instagram story that was up for less than 20 minutes before being deleted. She posted a photo, a throwback, a family vacation, Andy, the kids, smiling. The caption? Funny how the HR department was always invited too. Guess I should have known. Boom. That single post cracked open another layer of betrayal. It wasn't just an office affair. It was personal. It was calculated. It was happening in plain sight. Users on TikTok and Reddit lost their minds. Threads exploded with theories. People started digging through Kristen's socials. They noticed old photos where she was always around. Backyard BBQs, office parties, family ski trips. She was integrated into Andy's life, and now she was being framed as the woman who destroyed it. Even worse, some claimed the wife had already suspected something for months, but couldn't go public because of legal threats tied to Andy's contract. Now, she had nothing to lose. In a single post, the narrative flipped. This wasn't just a workplace scandal. It became a story of a woman scorned, corporate betrayal, and the war was just beginning. The moment Andy's wife pulled back the curtain, everything unraveled. Sponsors backed out. Media outlets picked up the family betrayal angle. And suddenly, this wasn't just a TikTok scandal. It was primetime news. Kristen's name started trending with words like homewrecker, corporate predator, and unethical HR. It wasn't fair. It wasn't balanced. But it was viral. The court of public opinion had made up its mind. Then came the actual consequences. An internal investigation was launched. Both Kristen and Andy were placed on administrative leave. Employees were being interviewed. Board members were involved. There were whispers of lawsuits. And worst of all, the company's biggest client pulled a multi-million-dollar contract overnight. The dominoes fell fast. Kristen deleted her social media. Andy moved out of his house. A leaked memo revealed the company was considering a full rebrand to escape the PR damage. And the employees? Morale was in the gutter. Anonymous Glassdoor reviews flooded in, calling it a toxic, ego-driven disaster. Some even said they knew about the affair for months. But HR protected its own. It wasn't just careers being destroyed. It was lives, reputations, a company's entire identity, imploding in public. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, Kristen came back online.
The problem here is that Andy Byron is married to someone other than Kristen Cabot, who, again, the irony of her being head of HR.
How are you an HR director having an affair with the CEO? I'm guessing you didn't see the trainings that you've been assigning the employees. Forget HR. You are done in HR for the rest of your life. You will not run another HR department, because as soon as they Google your name and see a picture of you booed up with somebody else's husband who's also the CEO of your company, they're gonna laugh that application right into the trash can.
Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. Recently, that standard was not met.
After weeks of silence, Kristen returned. A dimly lit selfie video. No makeup, puffy eyes, a trembling voice. She wasn't in her office. She wasn't in a boardroom. She was sitting on her bedroom floor. I didn't plan for any of this. I didn't think it would get this far, she whispered. It was a mistake. I crossed a line. I hurt people I care about, and I hate myself for it. But then, she shifted. I'm not perfect, but I'm not the villain some of you want me to be. There was more going on than you know. There were feelings, and choices, and pain. And that's when she dropped the bombshell. Andy's marriage? Already broken. Their connection? Real. Her resignation? Submitted, but not before the board forced it. She ended with a look straight into the camera. Cancel me if you want, but I'm done hiding, and I won't apologize for being human. The internet exploded. Some called her brave, some called her manipulative. Andy remained silent, and just like that, the scandal that started with a kiss cam became a permanent stain on corporate culture, HR ethics, and internet history. And if you think this was the last we've heard from Kristen, think again.
And that's the tea for today, my little gossip gremlins. If you enjoyed this drama buffet, don't forget to hit that like button like it's your ex's new partner's Instagram. Aggressively and with zero shame. Beauty. Subscribe to Fame Files so you never miss a single scandal, meltdown, or red carpet disaster. I'm literally serving up hot gossip every single day, even if my Wi-Fi begs me to stop. And listen, be a doll and tap that bell too, okay? Because your girl Macy's got bills to pay, celeb egos to roast, and a grocery cart full of overpriced almond milk that won't buy itself. Shopping cart money. So until next time, stay nosy, stay fabulous, and remember, I spill it so you don't have to sip in silence. Bye.